Hey there, welcome to day 142 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. This year we're doing one thing every day to be a better person, to be a better version of ourselves. And today we're talking about, this entire month, financial health and well-being. And our topic today is the impact of the life framework areas, all the different areas, all 9 of them, on our financial health and well-being and what that looks like. Well, what it really looks like is this, because all of the different areas of the life framework totally are interacting and intertwined with the health of the individual area. So when we look at them individually, there's so many connections and interconnections. We want to take a day and actually consider them. So what I like to do is, in my handy dandy journal, my annual challenge journal, is I like to list out what we're working on, which is financial, and then all of the different areas. It ends up being a 2-dayer for me of the life framework. And as I go about my day, or as it pops into my head, I write down some notes about the impact on my finances of that particular area. A financial area, just like every other one, is impacted by everything. Think about your communication. The more you increase your ability to communicate, the more clearly you can communicate the value that you provide to people, and the value you can provide to an organization or to a group, the more money you're going to earn. The more money they're going to pay you, the better you can communicate the value that you add to their life. Emotionally, how are you at handling your money when you're stressed out? How many people out there are stress shoppers or binge buyers? The more higher their stress level goes emotionally, the more money they spend irrationally without considering the consequences of that. It's how people rack up huge credit card debt without even realizing it. Spiritually, if we are feeling devoid spiritually, we will make different financial decisions than if we feel like we are part of something bigger than ourselves, depending on how you define spirituality. Relationships, well, relationships have a lot of way of impacting our income, right? If you pick the wrong partner, you can have some real challenges with finances. And a lot of times, the whole opposites attract thing happens in our primary relationships, and we find that there's a lot of conflict over money and finances and spending and saving and things like that, which increases stress, which decreases our ability to make money. Because if we're stressed out, we have a hard time making money. At least I have found that to be true in my life. I would say, and people can argue with me, that our thoughts, our beliefs, and our feelings tied into that about finances and money have the biggest impact on the results we're going to see in our life. You can argue with me on that, but I think it's true of every area and aspect of our life. If we believe we're going to have awesome, great relationships, we create those in our life. If we believe we're going to have money's easy for us and we're going to have a lot of money and we live in an abundant universe, money will be easy for us. We'll see the world as an abundant universe, and money will be attracted to us. So today, all we're going to do is we're going to think about each of these 9 different areas, right? Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, communication, and confidence. How about confidence? How confident are you when you land your dream job and you're making more money than anybody else that you graduated from college with? How confident are you when you land a whale of a client for your business and it doubles your revenue? Pretty confident, right? So these things go hand in hand. We try to separate them, but it's almost impossible. We are complex human beings for a reason, and we need to learn more about ourselves, become more self-aware, so that we can make choices and decisions and create habits that serve us financially and in every area and aspect of our life. So that's it. Today, write down each area. Note for yourself where you see relationships, both the good and the bad, right? Or the things that are serving you and the things that aren't serving you. And how do you know the difference? How does it make you feel? If you feel guilty or anything negative spending money on something, then you have to ask yourself, what's the deep-seated belief and thoughts and feelings behind that? Why do I feel that way? All right, that's all I've got today. If I can help you with this, of course, this is another one of my favorite exercises. Do it every month for each of the different areas and aspects of the life framework. So I've done it hundreds of times, if not thousands. If I can help you with it, if you got a challenge, if you got a question about it, please ask. Otherwise, go out, make it an amazing day. Looks like the sun is actually shining here for the first day in about 5 days, so I'm excited about that. Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow.